Siyajuddin sir, I had made YouTube live streaming and I sent it to your WhatsApp, sir.
Okay,
And
madam.
now I am making you as a host, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay. Thank you, madam. Yeah, speaker madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yeah, madam. Okay. So, dear participants, welcome to this one-day national online workshop on Rise as an Educator. So, dear participants, kindly introduce yourself through chat box, your name, designation, department, college or institute name, city name, etc. I repeat, dear participants, kindly introduce yourself through chat box, your name, designation, department, college or institute name, city name, etc. Sharp at 7:35, we will start the session. Okay, madam. Sharp at 7:35, we will start the session.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, madam.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, madam.
Yeah. Sir, kindly introduce through chat box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaker madam, Professor Srividya madam, am I audible? Speaker madam. Speaker madam, am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Speaker madam, am I audible?
Hello, madam.
Speaker madam, am I audible?
Hello. Yes,
Hello,
sir.
ma'am.
Can you hear me,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah. Madam,
Yes, yes.
kindly introduce yourself and go ahead with your presentation, please.
All right. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. I'm Professor Srividya Subramaniam, co-founder and director of Suchinta Solution Private Limited. And today we are going to discuss about the role of an edu leader. So my sincere gratitude to Sirajuddin sir. And all right, so let's go ahead. So, welcome to this transformative session on rising as an edu leader. Today, we begin our journey to unlock your potential as visionary leaders. Leaders who do not manage just schools or colleges, but inspire communities and shape the future of education in our country. Yes. So, rise as an edu leader is our topic today, and this is a small introduction of mine. Because in today's rapidly changing world, being an edu leader means navigating unique challenges and harnessing opportunities with clarity, empathy, and innovation. So, as we explore the essential qualities of inclusive and future focused leadership, we have to remember one thing: it's about your actions have the power to ignite change far beyond the classrooms. So, let me share an inspiring story from Jharkhand, where a humble government school struggled with high dropout rates and low student engagement. The school principal, recognizing the unique hardship of the local community, took a proactive approach. He introduced midday meals from local produce, initiated evening coaching classes for students whose parents work late, and began celebrating regional festivals within the school to foster the inclusivity and cultural pride. He also reached out to parents through regular village meetings, building trust and breaking down barriers between home and school. So within 2 years, dropout rates had fallen sharply, girls' attendance increased, and academic achievements began to rise. So this principal wasn't just managing a school, he was leading with empathy, vision, and deep understanding of his community, demonstrating exactly what it means to be an edu leader. So that's why this story reminds us the heart of education leadership lies in personal commitment, contextual understanding, and the courage to innovate. As edu leaders, you have the power to create transformations that echo throughout your community and beyond. Let's see the objectives of our program today. It's lead with clarity, purpose, and a renewed vision as an edu leader in today's education ecosystem. See, as an edu leader, your ability to lead with clarity means you communicate expectations, goals, and values transparently to the people around you. It can be staff, students, or any larger school community. Purposeful leadership involves aligning your actions and decisions with the overarching mission of your educational institution. Also, when I talk about vision, a renewed vision refers to actively shaping and adapting this mission to fit the evolving needs of today's learners and the broader education landscape. So, in practice, we can say communicating goals and rationale clearly, setting up an inspiring direction for staff, students, and continuously reviewing and revising your vision based on feedback and new development in education. The second is about embody the essential traits of inclusive, emotionally intelligent, and future focused leadership. See, today's successful edu leaders should consider the essential traits, which are inclusivity. See, ensure all voices are heard, create a sense of belonging, and address the diverse needs of your stakeholders, can be students, teachers, parents, and community. And then it's about emotionally intelligence, demonstrate empathy, self awareness, and the ability to manage your emotions and relationships positively, especially in challenging situations. And when I talk about future focused leadership, it's about anticipate and prepare for new educational trends, technologies, and societal changes. This mindset drives continual learning and innovation so your school or college stays relevant and effective. And the third category is about adapt to the digital shifts and AI integration with strategic insight and confidence. See, the rapid growth of digital technologies, especially AI, is transforming education. So, as an edu leader, we must recognize which technologies best support our school's vision or student outcomes, developing a strategic plan for integrating digital tools and AI into teaching, learning, operations, and even for assessments, and leading staff through change by building their confidence, digital confidence, offering professional development, and ensuring ethical and effective technology use. And another aspect we are going to see today is draw from contextual leadership insights grounded in Indian education realities. See, leadership is most effective and responsive to its environment, especially in Indian context. Understanding local challenges such as resource constraints, societal diversity, and policy changes, and also using culturally relevant strategies and examples to engage students and staff, and collaborating with stakeholders. So, by embracing India's rich education traditions and opportunities for innovation. And the final objective that we are going to expect from this session is shape your personalized edu leader action plan with measurable, purposeful outcomes. This outcome emphasizes on designing a tailored action plan guided by self reflection and the unique needs of your school or college, setting clear, measurable goals for your growth as a leader and for your school community, and also using evidence to monitor progress, make adjustments, and celebrate success along the way. All right, so let's go ahead. So, these are the objectives of our program today. Yes. So let's getting into the stepping into edu leadership in a time of transformation. See, we live in an era marked by extraordinary change in education, a period of digital disruption, shifting learner expectations, and fundamental institution transformations worldwide. So, this dynamic landscape is reshaping both the context of education and the very essence of what it means to lead within it. In this evolving environment, edu leadership transcends traditional notions tied to rank or formal position. It becomes a force centered on three very important things: vision, influence, and decisive action. Now, why the role of edu leadership is becoming pivotal? As we all know, education no longer exists in a static framework. The entrance of artificial intelligence, digital platforms, and immersive technologies is accelerating change at a scale and speed unseen before. Simultaneously, learners today come with more diverse needs, backgrounds, and aspirations, requiring education systems to be highly adaptive, personalized, and inclusive. So, in such a time of flux, leaders grounded merely in hierarchy or administrative control falters. So, edu leaders must now be visionary architects, capable of foreseeing not just the immediate challenges, but future shifts in educational paradigms. They wield influence not through authority alone, but by fostering collaboration, inspiring innovation, and rallying communities around shared missions. Moreover, impactful edu leadership is action oriented. It is action oriented because it demands strategic decisions that integrate technology thoughtfully, address equity and inclusion proactively, and cultivate environments where educators and learners flourish. I have given a point here. As global and national shifts redefine learning, the need for responsive, purposeful, and visionary leader in education has never been more critical. Yes, education systems are experiencing pressure from multiple fronts. I'm sure you'll be agreeing with me on this point. First is about globalization and connectivity. See, learning is no longer confined to the local classrooms but connected through global network. Okay, demanding leaders who think beyond the geographical and cultural boundaries. And the second pressure is from the technological evolution. See, from AI driven personalized learning to data analytics guiding pedagogy, these tools must be harnessed ethically and strategically to enhance, not replace, human centered education. Also, changing workforce demands. See, preparing students for jobs that do not yet exist means leader must embed critical thinking, creativity, and lifelong learning mindsets into the curriculum. And the last one I feel is social equity and inclusion. Increasing awareness of social justice requires leader to build schools are safe, affirming spaces for all learners, addressing systematic barriers and biases. So, at national and local levels, these shifts require a leadership approach that is responsive, tuned onto the ground realities as well as macro trends, purposeful, rooted in clear values and goals for educational equity and excellence. So, this brings to us to a vital reflection that what makes edu leadership truly relevant today. Can I expect the participants to answer this question, please? What makes edu leadership truly relevant today? You can post your answers in the chat box. True relevance of edu leadership today? Yes. Dynamic environment. Yes, sir. Wonderful. Yes. Can we have more participants, please? What, according to you, is the true relevance of edu leadership today? Yes? All right. See, what makes edu leadership increasingly relevant is its holistic embrace of three things, which I already told you, which is vision, influence, and action. Vision, influence, and action. Vision is seeing beyond immediate challenges to craft a compelling future for education, one that integrates innovation with compassion and cultural relevance. Influence is moving hearts, minds, and systems, mobilizing educators, communities, and policymakers towards shared transformational goals. And action is translating vision and influence into concrete, measurable steps that transform schools into thriving, adaptive learning ecosystems. All right? Yes. So we have a small activity here. I request all the participants, all right, to spread your hands, yeah, spread your hands and clasp it, Yes, on the count of three, two, one. All right, one, two, and three. Clasp it. Wonderful. Now let's discuss. How many of you had right thumb over the left thumb? Can you please comment in the chat box saying me? Right thumb over the left thumb. It's very interesting activity. Yes? Can I have participants?
Speaker madam, Professor Shri Vidya madam, Professor Shri Vidya madam.
I'm extremely sorry. There was some
Yeah.
glitch here. All right. So we were doing the activity. Can I have more participants to please say? Sorry, you have to repeat. Those who have written your names, kindly repeat your names. How many of you had right thumb over the left thumb? Right thumb over your left thumb. Yes. Ambika? Okay. First, yes. First, let's talk about right. Yes, we have Saptagiri sir. We have Kausar Nazima madam. Wonderful. Then, okay. All right. Let me tell you now. Right over left. But Divya madam. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Those who have got right thumb over the left thumb are said to be the creative thinkers, critical thinkers. It's about the right brain and the left brain. That's wonderful. Excellent. Now, wow. Very nice. So, a round of applause to all of you who are creative thinkers, logical thinkers, or you think out of the box. Wonderful. Now let's come to the participants who had left thumb over the right thumb. Left over the right? Yes. All right. So participants who had left thumb over the right thumb are said to be intellectuals. You grasp well, you can remember, and you can memorize certain things, and that remains for a long period of time. So this is nothing but if you are a creative thinker, we should use certain techniques to remember, memorize, and grasp certain things. And if you are an intellectual, we should think out of the box. So both should be complementing with each other. All right. So thank you so much. Let's come to this. Yes. All right. So, in essence, edu leadership today is dynamic. That's why we did this activity, because it's dynamic, multifaceted role, a blend of visionary foresight, empathetic engagement, and strategic execution. So, it is critical to steering education through unparalleled transformation. This is why now, more than ever, stepping into edu leadership is not merely an opportunity, but an urgent imperative for those committed to shaping the future of learning. All right, let's do one more activity now. Yeah. Yes, I ask questions. Let me see how many of you quickly answer the question. All right, here you go. If you could travel anywhere for a vacation, where would you go and why? I request all the participants to be active, interactive, so it helps us to learn more, mutual learning. Yeah. If you could travel anywhere for a vacation, where would you go and why? Even you can unmute yourself and one individual can answer this question. Quickly, please. 3, 2, 1. Switzerland. All right. That's nice. Okay, we have answer for this question. Excellent, Madan. Thank you so much. Now, what values do you try to live by most and why? Turkey. Excellent, Divya madam. Thank you so much. What values do you try to live by most and why? Anybody pick this question and answer? Peace and blissful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That's excellent. We have wonderful audience today. Thank you so much. Yes. What values do you try to live by most and why? Yes. You can unmute yourself and answer. Yes. Anybody? Help others. Thank you. Thank you, Kausal Nazima. That's wonderful. That's a very good quality. Excellent. Anybody else? Help others, inspire others. Wonderful. Commitment, consistency, and cultural upliftment. Excellent, sir. Thank you so much. Excellent. Anybody else? Can we have more values? All right. All right. Now, yes, time management. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. We have to value it a lot. Excellent. Now, the last question is, what excites you about your job and why? I think most of us are educators here or academicians or something like that. So, what excites you about your job and why? Come on, come on. Yes, my job, my passion. Wonderful. Learning new every day and the unforeseen challenges. Excellent, sir. Wonderful. Passion of teaching. That's amazing, Divya madam. Gain knowledge and give knowledge. Amazing. That's so nice. So wonderful. Learning new things. Yes. Very good. Very good. So good to see. So good to see. Wonderful. All right. So let's come to the Edu leadership today means. All right. See, the first is about driving innovation and excellence. See, transforming curriculum and learning experiences. Let me tell you the relevance about it. See, updating syllabus content to include 21st century skills. Let me tell you, in 21st century skills, we have a concept of 4C. 4C is critical thinking, creative thinking, collaboration, and communication. This 4C is called as 21st century skills, where we are preparing our students to think beyond a certain concept, how they can critically think and what their thoughts out of the box, how they will be able to collaborate within the teams, and definitely it is going to result in the productivity and finally comes in the communication. So, updating the syllabus to the 21st century skills is very important. Digital literacy and real world problem solving to prepare learners for the future challenges. And second point which comes here is engagement. Designing interactive and experiential learning that moves beyond rote memorization. We are encouraging creativity and critical thinking. That's how you can transform curriculum and learning experiences. One, relevance. Second one, engagement. And the last one, I believe, is continuous improvement. See, using data and feedback to iteratively refine teaching methods and curricular offerings. So, fostering a culture of ongoing innovation. And the next is about inspiring curiosity and high standards. See, inspiring curiosity and high standard can happen through encouragement, cultivating a classroom environment where questions and exploration are welcomed and nurtured. And another one is role modeling, demonstrating passion, commitment as a leader, setting ambitious yet achievable academic and ethical standards. And finally, it's about recognition, celebrating both effort and achievement to motivate learners and staff to strive for excellence consistency. So, edu leadership today means the first one, driving innovation and excellence. Next is about empowering educators and learners. When I talk about fostering collaboration and professional growth, team culture is imperative. Encouraging open communication, shared leadership among teachers to leverage collective expertise. Capacity building, providing continuous professional development opportunities aligned with emerging educational trends and technologies, and also establishing support systems where experienced educators guide newer teachers, enhancing confidence and skill. And enabling teachers and students as change makers. It's about empowering educators and learners to take ownership of their roles in shaping school culture and learning outcomes. The other one is leadership opportunities, creating platforms for students and teachers to innovate, lead projects, and contribute to ideas openly. And another one, we can think on community engagement, encouraging initiatives that connect learning with the real world social or environmental challenges, fostering civic responsibility. Next is about solving educational challenges. Addressing policy shifts and learner diversity is adaptation. See, staying informed on policy changes and interpreting them strategically to benefit school community, and also implementing the inclusive teaching strategies that cater to the varied learning styles and backgrounds, because we have different learning styles of different students, and acting as a bridge between the policymakers and educators to ensure the diverse learner needs are represented. And to strengthen the adaptability and resilience, which is the most important part of solving educational challenges, is the mindset. Promoting the culture where setbacks are seen as learning opportunities rather than failures. Let's do an activity for this mindset, all right? So, let me switch on my camera. Let me show you. All right? All of you can hold your hand like this, the pointed up towards the sky like this. All right? And moving in clockwise direction. Move it in the clockwise direction. All right? Now, slowly come down, come down towards your chest, come down towards your abdomen, slowly, slowly. Yeah. What did you observe? Anybody? Any observations from your end? Any observations from your end? Yeah. See, we started with clockwise. As slowly it was coming towards here, it is anti-clockwise direction, isn't it? So this is about the mindset. All right. Yes. So sorry. Yes. So mindset is what we have to promote, a culture where no setbacks. Yes. Yes, setbacks are seen as learning opportunity. Next is about flexibility, encouraging staff and students to embrace change, adopt new technology, and experiment with innovative practices. Another one is support systems. See, establishing mental health and peer support resources to help individual cope with stress and uncertainty. That's how they can solve the educational challenges. Next, about promoting inclusion and well-being. See, to prioritize emotional safety and belonging, safe spaces, creating environments where every individual feels respected, heard, and free to express themselves without judgment, and integrating emotional intelligence development for staff, learners, students to build compassionate relationship. Also, conflict resolution, implementing proactive, restorative approaches to manage disagreements constructively, and to embrace diversity and support system, celebrating cultural, linguistic, and ability differences to enrich the school community's collective experience, also ensuring equitable access to resources, learning materials, and participation opportunities for all students. And yes, this we have to reinforce the students about collaboration, partnering with families, counselors, community organization to provide a holistic support network. Next is about living core values. Core values are leading with empathy, fairness, and cooperation. So the first comes here as listening, prioritizing understanding others' perspective before decision making to build trust and inclusiveness. And other aspect is equity, applying consistent, unbiased policies that ensure fair treatment of all members of the school community, and collaboration, encouraging teamwork and shared responsibility among stakeholders toward common goals. And the next is about nurturing responsible, globally minded citizens. See, global awareness, where integrating global issues such as sustainability, human rights, cultural sensitivity into the curriculum and school culture. Also about ethical leadership, modeling integrity and accountability to inspire students and staff to act responsibly, and community engagement, fostering the service learning and projects that connect local action to global impact. So these are the things that define the edu leadership today. Now, why rise as an edu leader? Yes? Can I have anybody to pour in your thoughts?
வாட்ஸ்அப்ல
Why
பாரு வரம் பாரு
rise
வீத்துட்டு கூடாத
as an
வாட்ஸ்அப்
edu
பாரு
leader?
வாட்ஸ்அப் பாரு
Anybody? Why rise an edu leader? You can pour in your thoughts, please. Oh, Florence has written, my job is opportunity to inspire and shaping young minds. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Florence. Thank you. To be in the race of our professional excellence. Yes. Yes. Anybody else? Why rise as an edu leader? All right. See, the first point is institution need visionary thinkers. See, in today's fast-paced world, educational institutions face constant challenges from technological disruptions to shifting government policies. So, visionary leaders are essential because they anticipate these changes, create strategic pathways, and guide their schools to adapt and thrive rather than just react. So, their foresight turns uncertainty into opportunity, positioning institutions for sustainable success. So, we need visionary thinkers. And another point to add here, impact beyond the classroom. Edu leadership extends well beyond managing day to day school activities or college activities. It shapes the overall school culture, fostering a positive, supportive environment where faculty feel valued and motivated. So, this leadership also builds student resilience by creating safe, inclusive spaces that encourage growth, well being, and a strong sense of belonging. So, these are the key factors for effective learning and personal development. That is why we have to rise as an edu leader. The next, accelerated personal and professional growth. Rising as an edu leader accelerates your growth as a professional. It equips you with essential skills such as innovative thinking, effective project management, clear communication, and resilience to setbacks. These competencies empower you not only to lead transformative initiative, but also to inspire and empower those around you. And last, as driving societal transformation. Edu leaders play a pivotal role in shaping the future of society by influencing the values and critical thinking skills of upcoming generations. Through education, they cultivate responsible, empathetic, and globally minded citizens who can contribute meaningfully to social progress, equity, and sustainable development. In this way, edu leadership is a powerful catalyst for positive societal change. All right. Now, leading through change, that evolving phases of leadership. See, leading through change is Edu leadership today is no longer just about managing the daily tasks or keeping things running smoothly. It has grown into a role focused on transformation, leading schools or colleges through change with a mix of important skills. That's why I have written is blending emotional, ethical, academic, and technological strength. Emotional strength is understanding and supporting the feelings and well being of teachers, students, and staff. Ethical strength is making fair and responsible decisions that reflect strong values. Academic strength is ensuring high quality teaching and learning. Technological strength is using the latest digital tools and innovations to improve education. So, together, these strengths, whatever I told you, emotional strength, ethical strength, academic strength, and technological strength, it helps edu leaders to inspire positive change, adapt to new challenges, and create better learning environment for everyone. Yes. So edulators today are enabling innovation in complexity. See, which means we have to encourage critical thinking and foster environments where teachers and students can experiment, learn from challenges, and continuously grow. They see complexity as an opportunity. Any edu leader see complexity as an opportunity to inspire new ideas and cultivate dynamic learning spaces. Then, leading with integrated strength. See, we have to blend multiple essential qualities. What are those qualities? Strong academic vision to guide learning, emotional intelligence to understand and support people, ethical integrity to make fair decisions, and digital fluency to effectively harness technology, creating a balanced and powerful leadership approach. Yes. Then it's about driving global shift in educational models. See, edu leaders, they embrace modern education trends that prioritize adaptability, collaboration, personalized learning over rigid hierarchies. We can lead schools towards flexible and student centered models that prepare learners for a complex, interconnected world. Next is about balancing modernization with cultural sensitivity. See, edulators carefully integrate AI driven educational reforms while respecting and preserving social inclusion, traditions, culture, and heritage, ensuring progress is also rooted in the community values. Empowering human potential with technology. See, edu leaders use AI and other technologies not as replacements for human connection, but as tools to enhance teaching and learning. Technology is leveraged to deepen relationship, personalize education, and amplify the impact of human potential in schools and colleges. Now, I have something very interesting to share with you all that we are taking inspiration from Ramayana. Leadership lessons from Lord Rama. And this is one of the beautiful lessons that what we can learn from him. See, Lord Rama's journey offers timeless leadership insights relevant to the edu leadership today. First, I will talk about clear vision and purpose. Rama's unwavering goal to rescue Sita and restore Dharma guided every decision and inspired collective efforts. Similarly, edu leaders must define and communicate clear educational goals aligned with their community's shared vision. That's why I call it as first lesson is clear vision and purpose. The second one is empowering and trusting the team. When Rama and Lakshmana were captured, Hanuman's courageous independent action exemplified the power of empowerment and trust. Edu leaders must delegate responsibility to build confidence, foster innovation, crucial in today's complex educational landscapes. And leading by example and values. Rama's integrity, humility, adherence to dharma, despite personal hardships, demonstrate how authentic leadership earns trust and inspire ethical conduct among teachers and students. And exhibit resilience in adversity. Rama's perseverance during exile and battles highlights the necessity of edu leaders to embrace challenges as opportunity for growth, maintaining vision, and composure in adversity. The Ramayana principles to the modern edu leadership, like Rama, edu leaders today, we need a compelling vision. We need a compelling vision for holistic, future ready education amid the digital transformation. This is what I'm trying to say. We need a compelling vision for holistic, future ready education. And we should empower educators, leverage AI for innovation, lead with emotional intelligence and ethics, and navigate cultural, infrastructural, and technological challenges with resilience and inclusivity. All right. Yes, now it's a time for discussion and to share your thoughts on this. Yes. Who is the most inspiring Indian education leader you know? Yes, you can uh, unmute yourselves, or you can even chat in the chat box. Who is the most inspiring Indian education leader you know? Yes? I request participants from whom you draw their inspiration. My teachers. That's so nice. Thank you, Kausa madam. Excellent. Yes? Anybody else? Ah, wonderful. Dr. ABJ Abdul Kalam, sir. Excellent. Thank you. Divya madam says, parents, wonderful, wonderful. My mentor, wonderful, sir. Fauzia says, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, wonderful. And Sirajuddin sir say, elders. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wonderful. That's so nice. Good. Yes. All right. Yes. Now, having explored the context, now it's time to know who is an edu leader, isn't it? An edu leader is a person who motivates and supports teachers, students, and the entire community of learners to enhance the quality of education. They create a positive, inclusive environment where everyone can grow and succeed. Edu leaders lead with a clear vision, strong passion, and honesty, guiding others towards shared educational goals and inspiring teamwork to achieve meaningful progress. So all these qualities, all these traits makes an edu leader. All right. Now let's see some of the characteristics that is going to help or define an edu leader. First characteristic is vision. See, an effective educational leader sets a clear and a compelling direction that aligns with the institution mission and even the long-term goals. This vision shapes strategic planning, motivates staff, and ensures that everyone works collaboratively toward common objectives that enhance student learning and institutional success. All right. So first is about vision. Very important to be an edu leader. If we do not have any compelling direction, it is difficult to, imagine even to become a edu leader. The next important characteristics is about effective communication. Clear communication is essential for an education leader to share ideas, goals, expectations transparently. This involves not only articulating plans and feedback in an understandable way, but also actively listening to teachers, students, parents, colleagues to foster mutual understanding and collaboration. A very important characteristic. And the next is about emotional intelligence and compassion. Leaders create positive academic environments by recognizing and responding empathetically to the emotion and needs of students and staff. So, this emotional awareness helps in managing conflict, supporting well being, and promoting a culture of respect and care. Another characteristic is empowerment and trust. Strong leaders delegate responsibilities wisely and provide autonomy to teachers and staff while offering support. This builds confidence and professional growth, allowing team members to take initiative, innovate, and contribute meaningfully to the institution's success. And other characteristics is lifelong learning adaptability. Education is always evolving, always evolving. All right. Let me tell you through a beautiful Sanskrit shloka that why we are all learners. We are lifelong learners and it is always evolving. All right. It states like this. Kakacheshta bapodhyanam shwana nidra tataivacha alpahari grihatyagam vidyarthi panchalakshanam. We're all lifelong learners. Life is always about three things: learning, unlearning, and relearning. Only when we are conscious about it, we make efforts to unlearn certain things, at the same time, relearn what is required for the betterment of us. Kakacheshta is the efforts of the crow. When the crow puts pebble one by one into the jar of water, the water level rises up. Only then it can have water. So I can relate that efforts should be continuous, especially as an edu leader. The more efforts we put, the more productivity that we will be able to see. That's why we call it as a lifelong learners. Bakodhyanam. When the crane wants to catch its prey, it always stands on one leg. It sees a lot of other small fish around it. The small fish is distraction for it. It will be waiting for the one right opportunity to get one big fish. That focus that we have to cultivate. The more focused we are, the more we will be able to learn and same time giving it to the students. Focus. Bakodhyanam. Shwana Nidra is the alertness of the dog. No matter however deep sleep it is in, it is always alert. Similarly, we should know what are we doing, how are we taking our classes, and what is our involvement in the environment. Shwana Nidra Tataivacha Alpahari, taking little amount of whatever it may be, listening, seeing, talking, everything should have a boundary. And then comes this Grihatyagam. It is coming out of the comfort zone. If I want to achieve some goal for the particular class or for to a school or a college, I have to come out of the comfort zone. Sitting in comfort zone definitely is not going to give me any results. Vidyarthi, Panchalakshanam. These are the five qualities that we should also evolve with. The more we learn, the more we encourage a culture of ongoing professional development. Next comes is about community building. Educational leaders actively cultivate relationship with all stakeholders, students, families, faculty, staff, external partners, anybody for that matter. by promoting inclusion and collaboration, fostering a strong sense of belonging and co-create environment where diverse perspectives are valued and contribute to the collective success. Next comes is integrity and authenticity. See, leaders in education model ethical behavior and authenticity, making decisions based on core values and fairness. This builds trust and respect across the institution and ensures accountability in all our actions, reinforcing a moral foundation in leadership. Next, about passion and commitment. Long lasting impact in education requires sustained energy and dedication. Passionate leaders inspire enthusiasm, motivate team through challenges, remain focused on improving student outcomes and institution excellence with unwavering commitment. So these are the few characteristics and how it reflects the meaning of an edu leader. Can I have participants to add more? Can you add more apart from whatever the characteristics I mentioned here? Anybody would like to add? Apart from this. Yes. You want to pour in your thoughts? Anybody? All right. Fine. Let's go ahead now. Yes. Now, do edu leaders always hold formal titles or can they emerge from anywhere within the education ecosystem? Not all edu leaders sit at the top of the hierarchy. They may principals, superintendents, deans, anybody for that matter. So it's all about what defines them is not position, purpose, impact, and influence. So this defines an edu leader. Yes. Now let's go into the edu leadership in the AI era, insights, implications, and opportunities. See, in an AI powered era, the identity and evolution of an edu leader must adapt profoundly to the transformating effects of artificial intelligence on education. So let's see one by one. Uh, Let me start from identity to evolution, especially in the artificial intelligence, which reshapes education, changing how students learn, how teachers teach, and how institutions operate. The role of the edu leader is shifting from traditional management to strategic, visionary, ethical, with a strong technological fluency. Yes. So, if I would like to add points on this, so yes. See, embracing technology as an enabler, not a replacement. I believe this because we must evolve beyond basic familiarity with AI tools to become the strategic integrators of AI in education. See, personalized learning experiences dynamically according to each student's strengths, their weaknesses, their interest through adaptive AI driven platforms. And also support hybrid and remote learning environments by leveraging AI for seamless virtual collaboration, real time feedback, and inclusive access, and also to gain deeper insights into student engagement and performance. So, the role is to harness AI to elevate human connection and pedagogical impact. Not let the technology overshadow the essential relation and creative aspects of education. Next, about leading with integrated strengths. It can be vision, ethics, emotion, and digital fluency. Visionary foresight anticipate how how AI can transform curriculum design, classroom management, teacher development to meet evolving learners' needs, and also navigating the AI integration responsibly, like addressing certain concerns, data security, equity of access, and transparency in AI decision making processes, and making sure that AI tools support inclusion and do not widen the educational inequalities is paramount. Okay, and next comes is about the emotional intelligence. Preserve and promote the human values of empathy, collaboration, and emotional well being, which technology cannot replace. And of course, it's about digital fluency, where you can develop competence not only in using AI tools, but in guiding educators and students to use them effectively and critically. And other aspect of in the AI era is driving innovation and agility in complex educational landscape, which means AI introduce complexity and rapid change, which requires edu leaders to create learning environment that encourage continuous innovation, experimentation, and adaptation, and support educators in professional growth to master AI enhanced teaching methods and digital tools, and cultivate resilience among learners and staff to navigate uncertainties and leverage AI driven opportunities, also to collaborate with cross sector stakeholders. All right. And the other point, what I feel is fostering lifelong learning and leadership. So, the edu leader themselves must commit to continuous learning about AI advances, pedagogical innovations, and leadership strategy. We also should mentor and empower teachers, students to become confident navigators of AI enhanced education, and also lead by example in using AI for the professional growth, decision making, and collaborative world. Yes. See this, we can see the insights, implication, and opportunity. 60% of educators use AI tools for lesson planning. Implication for edu leadership is empower faculty to integrate AI into pedagogy. So opportunity here, you can free up time for deeper engagement and mentoring. Also, 65% believe AI supports personalized learning. It promotes learner-specific strategies across programs and drive outcome-based education as the opportunity. 63% say AI prepares students for future careers. Yes. Redesign curriculum aligned with evolving digital roles. So the opportunity here is to build future-ready graduates. And AI enables multilingual content delivery, support linguistic delivery in teaching, and also opportunity is reach regional and underrepresented learners. And adaptive AI offers real-time performance feedback. Leverage data to guide faculty development and student support. So this enables timely interventions and skill correction. Low bandwidth and AI tools reach rural learners, champion inclusion through tech-like solutions, and ensure equitable digital success. All right. Let me tell you India's Year of AI Education 2025. India has declared 2025 as the Year of Artificial Intelligence in Education, led by AICTE, which is All India Council for Technical Education. This initiative aims to integrate AI deeply into education system, impacting over 14,000 colleges and 40 million students. So the vision is to position India as global leader, otherwise we call it as Vishwa Guru in AI, by updating curricula, promoting AI-driven learning, fostering innovation, and preparing students for the future AI-driven jobs. The government also announced significant investments, including rupees 500 crore towards an AI center of excellence focused on personalized learning, skill development, and bridging educational gaps. So this effort aligns with India's broader digital transformation goals and aims to democratize access to quality education by building a future ready workforce. So the the year of AI in education 2025, it definitely represents a national drive to revolutionize India's education system through AI integration, preparing millions of students for challenges and opportunities of the AI powered economy. All right. Yes, again, it's a time for discussion. Does your institution use AI or digital platforms for learning? Yes. Can I have our participants to answer this? Ambika Jaiswal, madam. I'm so sorry. Yes, yes, yes. More characteristic on strategic thinking, collaboration, teamwork, cultural competence, innovation and creativity, resilience, mental and talent development, ethical. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Ambika, madam. Yes. Does your institution use AI or digital platforms for learning? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Okay. The madam says yes. All right. Yes. Now, let's go to the important part of the core skills of impactful leaders. Yes. All right. So, skill here, first one's about strategic foresight. So, this means anticipating the future trends and challenges in education and technology, so the education system can proactively develop AI enabled learning path and that prepare students for tomorrow's world. Next is about adaptive execution. It refers to implementing plans flexibly, allowing adjustments based on real time feedback and changing conditions to effectively integrate AI initiatives in educational institutions. And critical thinking, this involves creatively solving problems related to the teaching methods, institution management to overcome the challenges during the AI transformation process, and digital agility, this to the ability to quickly and effectively use AI tools and digital platforms to enhance teaching and learning experiences. And yes, it's about change management, leading and managing the smooth transition of curricula, policies, teaching methods as AI becomes central for education, ensuring all stakeholders adapt confidently. Yes. So together, these skills and approaches will definitely help ensure the successful integration of AI in India's education system throughout 2025 and beyond. All right. I would like to share a beautiful story, the Bamboo School. It's a real story of edu leadership from Assam. Yeah. In a small flood prone village, which is near Barpeta, Assam. Okay. There was once a teacher named Meena Sharma. The government school where she was posted had poor attendance, broken infrastructure, and little learning happening. Yet, Meena saw the potential in children and vision for what the school could become. To talk about her vision and passion rather than accepting the school's condition, Meena envisioned turning it into the most joyful and effective rural school in the block. Her goal was not just about grades, it was to make every student love learning and come to school with a smile. She said, if the children can cross knee deep water to go to school in the rain, I can at least build a school where they feel they belong. And To know about her compassion and emotional intelligence, she began visiting homes, especially of dropouts, speaking gently with families, understanding their fears, reassuring them that school was a safe and a kind space. She discovered that many girls stayed back home to cook when their mothers worked. So she started morning learning circles, which started at 6:30 a.m. in the morning for them before their chores began. And to appreciate her communication and community building, Meena didn't work alone. She called community meetings under old trees and explained how the school is not just a building, it's the heart of the village. Her passionate speech moved people. Villagers offered bamboo, they offered cloth, and their own labor to rebuild a small learning hut after the original structure got flooded. It became known as the bamboo school. And we have to learn lifelong learning and innovation from her because Meena used simple but modern strategies like storytelling, drama, and even mobile based AI translation apps to teach multilingual children. She taught herself to use AI chat tools on her basic smartphone to generate lesson plans. She also encouraged students to teach each other. If you can explain it, you own it. Teachers around her watched and learned. Slowly, dropout rates dropped to zero, and the girls who once missed school were now peer mentors. What a wonderful thing done by Meera. Then, to empowerment and leadership development, she mentored two young parents and a local youth to become community educators. So, learning didn't stop on days when the school hut was closed due to the floods. She insisted good leaders create new leaders. So, the outcome is within 3 years, Bamboo School became a case study in local government leadership training programs. Meena didn't receive awards or fame, but students there began passing exams confidently, speaking in English, gardening, and even teaching their parents basic maths. It was just, it wasn't, miracle. It was transformational leadership with a human heart. So, great story, very inspiring story for all of us. All right. So, yes, let's do one more activity here. Yes. Name an inspiring teacher from your school or college days. And I expect participants to please unmute yourself and go ahead. Name an inspiring teacher from your school or college days and why. Please go ahead. We would love to hear from the participants. Yes? Yes? Anybody? Inspiring teacher from your school or college days? I'm sure you'll be having many teachers. They have inspired you to take this profession of teaching or, you know, to lead them. Wonderful. Can we hear about them, sir? Mohammed, sir, can you please tell? My teacher, Paresh Nathkar. You would like to share something about him? Paresh Nath, sir. Yes? All right. So, Sirajuddin sir say Professor S.V. Krishnamurthy, sir. That's wonderful. Would you like to unmute and tell the qualities about him which inspired you, sir? Yeah.
He was a professor at Coimbatore University, Shivamoga,
Okay.
Karnataka,
Uh-huh.
and his way of teaching is with the help of projects. I mean to say
Okay.
practical oriented teaching or
Oh,
project
wonderful.
based
Hands
teaching.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Saptagiri, sir, he says Nandakumar, sir. Can you please unmute and let us know, sir,
Yeah,
what
ma'am. Thank you. Yes.
inspired
Yeah.
you?
So Nandakumar sir was one who used to always tell us to. He's a school teacher, so he told us
Okay.
how to not be content with what you are at that present moment of time. He used to always push us to do more, to test our
Okay.
capabilities and do more. So he actually
Okay.
induced that kind of practice in us that if I can do, for example, if I can do three things today, I can do five things tomorrow. So not
Wonderful.
to be happy with three, ma'am.
So nice, sir. And we carry forward this, whatever the we are
Yes,
influenced by these teachers, we carry forward this for our
yes,
students
yes, yes. Yeah,
or for
sure.
our team. That's
Yes,
wonderful.
ma'am. Perfect. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
go.
Actually, in my high school days, when I was in 8th standard, so one
Okay.
of my teacher, Mr. Paresh Nath Kar.
Okay.
So actually, it was a Oriya medium school. I am from Orissa.
Okay.
Okay, so at that time, he inspired us. He encouraged us how to like talk in English, and he used to say one thing
Huh.
that what others are, if you want that people will recognize you,
Huh.
then think differently.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
What others are doing, you
Huh.
should have to do it differently so that people will recognize you.
Huh.
And it was really practically I have applied in my life. I always was just doing things differently.
So very nice, sir. Wonderful. Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you.
You're
Welcome,
talking
ma'am.
about high school. Till today,
Yes,
you
ma'am. Yes,
remember. It means that that
yes, yes, ma'am.
impact
Yes, ma'am.
on the essence.
Because of such teachers, I'm now whatever I am.
Wonderful, sir. So nice to know about it. Wonderful. Yeah. Can we
Thank
have more participants, please? Yes. You can share about your teachers, professors. Kausar, madam, can we hear from you? Ambika, madam. Yes. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, all the participants. Wonderful. Yes. Now, yes, now we have come to the part of personal action planning. So, we started with who is an edu leader, what are the characteristics, and what skills that one edu leader should have, and how we should raise, based on different traits. So, now it's a time for action. Yes. So, it's about from insight to impact. Let's reflect, commit, and act. So let's do a personal action planning, which is going to turn into session to insights into specific commitments, fostering accountability and continuous change, especially important in this AI era. So let's do one by one. Let's do this now. So what inspired you? So reflect this. What inspired you? So action steps should be smart. It should be specific, attainable, relevant, and measurable. Also, commit. Frame your commitment with clarity. How to draft and implement. Reflect on what inspired you. Write a commitment framing. What, by when, and why. And let's take ownership and track progress. So, sharing your action publicly for motivation and accountability. Definitely, you can follow up after 1 month to review and adapt. Okay, just an example I have given here. I will organize a monthly peer led session to share AI powered teaching tools, enhancing student engagement. So, let's do this quickly. This is an activity. Yeah. So this is called as my edu leadership action plan template to reflect, commit, and act towards becoming a purpose driven edu leader. All right. So to start with, reflect what personal insights or leadership value am I choosing to strengthen as an edu leader? You can take time. Yeah. You can start with this activity now. One second. So sorry. Yes. So I request the participants. So whatever we have learned, so let's practice it here to become an effective edu leader. What personal insight or leadership value am I choosing to strengthen as an edu leader? You can pen it down. Empathy. Wonderful, sir. Yeah. Then please make a note of it. You can tell me once you are done. All right. Empathy, ethics, and should be realistic so that, whatever we have gained in this session, we are going to practice it from today. Cooperation. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You can make a note of it in book so that we'll remember. Understanding. Yes. Caring and sharing. Wonderful. Very nice. All right. Okay. So, as an edu leader, the personal insight or leadership value, you will be choosing to strengthen the centers around fostering self-awareness, emotional intelligence, purpose-driven leadership. I'll give you certain important things apart from ethics, empathy, cooperation, understanding, collaboration, caring, and sharing. The first one would be importance of mentoring students. You can make a note of it because with engaging study skills and motivation programs, ensuring they become confident and lifelong learners. And also leading any faculty training on leadership and emotional intelligence, focusing on thriving in the current era of AI and change, and also organizing educational leadership workshops within distinctive, Indian culture and emphasizing the value of heritage along the innovation. All right, wonderful. Now let's come to the second one about commit. What is one specific action I will take? By when will I complete it? Why does it matter to me? Let's go ahead and answer this question. Let's do it with the honest mindset. What is one specific action I will take? This is the time to reflect. What is one specific action I will take? By when will I complete it? And why does it matter to me? Because it should align. I will mentor two junior teachers. Wonderful, Ambika madam. Thank you so much. That's very nice. See, the action, whatever we take, should align directly with our commitment to nurture self-awareness. So, students as change makers. Wonderful, wonderful. So, we have to be authentically in a rapidly changing landscape. Yeah, that's wonderful. I will initiate a student voice circle once a month. Absolutely wonderful. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. Okay. Now, let's go further. How will I put this action into motion and track my progress? Who can I involve for accountability? How will I put this action into motion and track my progress? Who can I involve for accountability? Feedback. Wonderful. Yes. Anybody else? Meeting with, okay, 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 wonderful. Now, after 1 month, how will I review, refine, or extend my leadership action? Personal integrity, resources, implement, plan. Oh, wonderful. Schedule, prepare, resources, implement, and support, and reflect, and track progress. Inspiring students or researchers. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. That's amazing. Yeah, then, okay. Yes. Thank you so much for your responses. Wonderful. Yes. Now, we have come to the last part, inspiration to lead with purpose. So, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, as told by Dr. Abdul Kalam sir. Why this matters is the timeless message invites each one of us to recognize the transformative power of education. It reminds us that edu leadership is not just a role, it's a responsibility to shape futures, uplift communities, and drive meaningful societal change. So let Dr. Kalam's words ignite your resolve to lead with purpose, compassion, and vision. All right. So, why walking the path of edu leadership matters? See, edu leaders are catalysts of change. That is, you translate policy into practice, classroom into communities, and students into future ready citizens. That's why edu leaders are catalysts of change. Next, also, AI is powerful but needs your leadership. Teachers seek guidance in using AI ethically and effectively to enhance learning outcomes. And India's leadership spectrum is wide and growing, from rural change makers to edtech innovators. Edu leaders are rewriting what's possible. You're not just a part of the system, you shape it. Edu leaders define learning culture, uplift communities, and reimagine the role of education in nation building. And also, I would like to tell the inspiration in action. Probably anybody knows about Dr. Achyuta Samanta? Anybody? Achyuta Samanta is known for KIIT and KISS. See, Dr. Achyuta Samantas, he was the founder of KIIT, which is Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, and KISS, Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences. It stands as a luminous example of inspiration in action in Indian educational leadership. To tell about him, he was born in a small village in Odisha and having lost his father at a young age. So, Dr. Samanta's childhood was marked by extreme poverty and hardship. These very struggles cultivated his deep sense of empathy and resilience and determination. See, driven by his mother's values and his own vision, he relentlessly pursued higher education, becoming a chemistry lecturer before founding KIIT and KISS with minimal resources and no external support. He was empowering, by establishing KISS as the world's largest fully residential education institution for tribal and underprivileged children, providing free education, food, and healthcare to over 30,000 students each year. Again, through KISS, more than 8 lakh lives have been directly transformed. And he grew from, especially KIIT, grew from humble beginnings into the top ranked private university, attracting students from over 70 countries and offering multidisciplinary education. And we can also learn holistic development from his leadership, because where it integrates education with social work, tribal upliftment, healthcare, sports, rural empowerment, and cultural revival, demonstrating a model where compassion and sustainability are as crucial as academic excellence. Not only did his work revolutionize his native village, transforming his village into the model smart village. It is called as Kalarabanka. Kalarabanka. Okay. So, but the economic and social ripple effects benefits hundreds and thousands through the direct and indirect employments. And we have to learn the leadership values from him. Selfless service, where inspired by his mother, he emphasizes giving back to society rather than personal gain. So ethical, and he had the inclusive vision. He champions equity and dignity for the India's most marginalized populations, ensuring that education is a vehicle for social justice. We can see all these characteristics in him, the characteristics of edu leader. And also from eating from one meal in 2 days to building internationally recognized institution. His resilience inspires educators like us and learners alike to persist in the face of diversity. And he also invests in nurturing future leaders, both among rural youth and within the academic community, where echoing his belief that education is the greatest equalizer. So his legacy is universally celebrated, and he has received over 65 honorary doctorates and numerous international awards for his contribution to the social entrepreneurship, green activism, and humanitarian leadership. This story more powerfully demonstrates the transformation leadership comes from, and unwavering belief in the potential of every individual, regardless of their circumstances. So just by integrating heart, vision, pragmatic action, Dr. Achyuta Samanta exemplifies the spirit of edu leadership. So one, that changed not only institution but the very fabric of society for better. This is something that we have to learn from such people. Yeah. Yes. All right. Yes, this comes to a conclusion, so we can have question answer session.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, sir.
So, as Speaker Madam rightly said, the session is open for discussion. Participants can clarify their doubts through chat box or unmuting their mics. I repeat, dear participants, the session is open for discussion. You can clarify your doubts through chat box or unmuting your mics. Before asking questions, kindly introduce yourself, dear participants. Excuse me, madam.
Yes, sir.
Is there any difference between edu leader and edupreneur?
Edu leader and
Edupreneur, edupreneur. Like,
okay.
yeah,
Entrepreneur, you are saying, sir?
yeah,
Okay.
madam, yeah,
Yeah, sure. So the differences you want to know between the edu leader and edupreneur.
yeah, madam.
Yes, yes, sure, sir. See, usually the difference between edu leader, educational leader, and education entrepreneur is edu leader focuses on leading and managing education institutions such as schools or colleges. And his role involves inspiring, guiding, influencing teachers, students, and staff to create effective learning environments. And also, when I'm talking about the edu leader, also leadership is about advocacy, organizational vision, and he will have decision making, fostering collaboration within the existing whatever the education system. And also, the edu leaders work within established school systems to improve teaching, learning, and outcomes and school culture. So when I talk about edupreneur, it combines education and entrepreneurship to create new educational products, new services, or ventures. So primarily, it innovates and transforms education through new business models such as online courses, or or I can talk about educational technology or training programs like this. So while profit matters, edupreneurs are also transformation centric, focused on impacting learners' growth and societal change. And edupreneurs often operate outside traditional schooling structures. I can say using business techniques to market educational value, scale, impact. So typically, activities including launching startups, creating educational content, or developing learning platforms is what is about edupreneurs.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Please tell.
4C stand like curriculum and remaining three, what?
4C, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
4C, first is called critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Second C is creative thinking.
Okay.
Third
Okay.
C is collaboration.
Okay.
And fourth C is communication, madam.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, madam, thank you. Anybody else? Madam, there is one question in chat box.
Ah, okay, okay.
So it's by Ambika Jaiswal. What qualities
How can
do
we
you?
overcome resistance from peers or institutions when trying to lead a change? Okay, okay, okay. Yes, I think.
Yeah, one more above that. One more is there.
Oh, there's one more. All right, sir. All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see.
What qualities do you believe will define the most effective educational
All right.
leaders in the
So let
next
me answer the
decade?
question of how we can overcome the resistance. First thing, I think you can engage and involve stakeholders early and often. See, actively involving those affected by change in the process. Uh, invite feedback, We can hold open discussions and make them feel heard to foster ownership and commitment. And another thing is we have to communicate transparently and consistently, because clearly explaining the reasons, benefits, and impact of the change using multiple communication channels can address the fears and concerns openly to build trust and reduce the uncertainty. And also, we can add lead by example. See, leaders should demonstrate genuine commitment by visibly adopting the new behaviors, sharing their own adaptation challenges, and maintaining consistent messages. So this builds credibility and models expected attitudes. And also to provide celebrate small wins and progress. We can recognize contributions and milestone to maintain a momentum and reinforce positive attitudes towards the changes. So probably these approaches when combined can create holistic and a trust building environment where we can transform uh, resistance into engagement and collaboration, improving the likelihood of successful change leadership. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, I think we have another question from Ambika Madam. What qualities do you believe will define the most effective educational leaders in the next decade? Yes, yes, yes. The most effective education leaders should have the qualities. The first one is technological adaptation and digital literacy. See, leaders must champion digital transformation, embracing AI, adaptive learning, and edtech tools to create robust technology savvy learning, while ensuring privacy and equity in access. That is one thing. And another quality, what I believe, is emotional intelligence and empathy. Very important, because understanding and supporting the mental health of well-being of everybody, students, staff, communities, is very much essential. So it increases or the openness, resilience, and strong leadership. And since I started with this particular word of vision, visionary change, so future leaders will be proactive, so disruptors who reject the status quo, spreading meaningful reform and deep school culture transformation. And also, I think I can add commitment to continuous learning. So, effective leaders will possess a strong determination, keep learning, innovate, explore new tools personally, support high quality professional development of their staff, and something like that. And also, inclusion. So, they must ensure that equitable learning environments using technology and personalized approaches, providing the tailored training and support to all the stakeholders. And they should have a strong moral compass, ethical strong decision making grounded in the best interest of students and community will be the center for their leadership. Yeah. Yes, Amrita madam, hope I have answered your questions. Yes.
Yeah, anybody else, dear participants? Excuse me, madam.
Yes
Speaker,
sir.
madam. Yeah.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Madam, can you recap or summarize the entire presentation in few lines
Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay.
with the
One
help
second,
of
sir. I
PPT,
have one
if
question in
possible.
the chat box. I have
Yeah.
from Florence.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can a person be emotionally intelligent without being compassionate? Why or why not? A person cannot be truly emotionally intelligent without some degree of compassion, because emotional intelligence involves recognizing, understanding, managing one's own emotion and also others, while compassion specifically adds the element of empathy with a desire to help or elevate others' distress. Because emotional intelligence includes awareness and management of emotions in oneself and others. Correct? So, compassion goes a step further. It is empathy combined with a motivation to act kindly and supportively forward towards others who are suffering or in need. So, EI or emotional intelligence allows one to recognize and understand emotions, whereas compassion involves caring concern, kindness, action, energizing from that understanding. So, to find out this, I can say compassion is an essential component that enriches the emotional intelligence by adding the dimension of kindness, action toward others. So, without compassion, emotional intelligence is incomplete because it lacks the outward oriented motivation to relieve suffering and foster positive social connections. That's why it is essential. So actually, the emotional intelligence and compassion overlap strongly, but compassion is both distinct from and necessary for full emotional intelligence in both contexts. If I'm talking about social context or ethical context, they both overlap each other strongly. Yes, Florence, I hope your question is answered. Thank you so much. Thank you. Honored. Thank you so much. All right, Sirajuddin sir, you asked me to just summarize whatever we discussed today. Yes, um, educational leadership is the process of guiding and inspiring students, teachers, staff with educational institutions to achieve academic excellence, foster a positive learning environment, and promote overall growth for the community involved. It includes setting clear goals, what I believe in, and developing policies, managing resources, creating a culture of collaboration and continuous improvement. So, effective educational leaders build strong relationship with all stakeholders, encourage innovation, and ensure equitable access to quality education for all students. So, by motivating, supporting educators and learners, educational leadership plays a crucial role in improving student outcomes and school success in today's rapidly evolving educational landscapes. So, in today's world, education leadership is more important than ever due to the increasing complexities such as technological advancements or diverse student needs and mental health challenges. So, leaders in education must be adaptable, visionary, using a strategic approach to integrate digital tools, support well being, and foster inclusive environments. So, their role extends beyond administration to shape school or college culture, promoting equity, empowering teachers and students alike. So, strong education leadership, thus, I believe it acts as a foundation for effective learning communities and is essential for addressing global educational goals and preparing learners for future challenges. And whatever we discussed about the qualities, the characters, the skills has to be in check if one has to become an edu leader. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope this session was helpful to you. Raise as an edu leader. So, yes, Sirajuddin sir, anybody would like to share their feedback? You can unmute or even you can chat in the group chat.
Any doubts, any questions, dear participants?
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. David,
Thank
Fauzia,
thank you, madam.
thank you so much.
So with this, shall we stop here, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm
Yeah.
just
So with this,
requesting participants if they can. Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Professor Srividya, madam, shall we stop here?
Thank you. Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ambika
So
madam. Thank you,
yeah.
Florence, Kausar Nazima. Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So on behalf of Speaker Madam and on behalf of Higher Learning Education Institute, we are very much thankful to all participants for their active participation and active involvement. At the same time, on behalf of participants and on behalf of Higher Learning Education Institute, we are very much thankful to our Speaker Madam for a very informative and elaborative session. So with this, we'll stop here once again. We'll meet in some other online events. So till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you, Speaker Madam. Thank you, participants. Good night, Speaker Madam.
Thank you
Good
very
night,
much, sir.
participants.
Sincere gratitude to you. Thank you, all the
Thank you,
participants.
sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.